Well, hello friends and neighbors. Been working on my kayak here. I've discovered or decided that having a small anchor might be handy, but there are several things you have to be well aware of when you put an anchor on a kayak. One, of course, you need some type of a quick release system that you can get rid of that anchor should you somehow get sideways and or large waves or another boater who doesn't see you and you need to get out of the way quickly. You need to be able to release that anchor and move on. And so I think we've got this pretty well lined up. It's all homemade, thanks to Walmart and Academy for bits and pieces along the way. But let me show you basically what I've got here. Okay, I'm putting this on my Magellan 10-foot 6-inch angler PD, and basically I've come back here. This boat is really handy. It's got the two handles here on the back of the kayak, so I was able just to loop some paracord around here with a pulley, and that pulley comes right on up here to a zip tie for rope, and this is my ring for to slide my anchor rope through, and then it just comes right on up here. And again, the Magellan is a handy kayak to work on this because it's got this nice handle up here. So again, I use my paracord, come up here with another a pulley. So I have a 1.5 pound anchor, and that goes, well, it'd be easy for me to show you. Okay, here's my 1.5 pound anchor. You're probably familiar with that. And I did see an interesting video and I copied them. They actually have the anchor tied to the bottom of the anchor, and then it comes up here, and with a very small zip tie, put the rope into the head of it, thinking that if the anchor would get stuck on the bottom, you could yank that and break that tie, and which would allow you to pull the anchor up from the bottom first, hopefully dislodging from whatever is stuck on the bottom of the river. So with that being said, I've got my cord here, and this cord I've gone through and tied knots every so many feet. So I don't have to put out 30 feet of rope out into the water. I can put out the amount of rope I want to put out. And then I have my quick disconnect cord, which actually this goes through my D-ring here. Goes through here, and then would hook onto one of my knots. So I would just simply hook that onto the knot and then run my cord back, like I said, through my D-ring and back to here for a quick disconnect. So far this works good, but I haven't tried it on the water yet. I may actually have to get a quick rope disconnect like a climber would use or something. But in that case, should you need to disconnect the anchor quickly, you just unwind that. The rope goes out through the eyelets and releases you from the anchor. Now the only thing I need to find here is a bobber, or not a bobber, but a like a ski float to put on the end of this rope, so that if I have to release it, then the bobber will hold the end of the rope up so I can come back after the fact and retrieve my anchor. So so far on the trailer, everything seems to work fantastic. I'll give you an update if it doesn't work quite that well out on the water. All right, well, I hope you found that interesting, and and leave comments below, and I'll answer them if I can. Have a good trip, and hope you enjoy your fishing.